Hi guys, and greetings from the barn in Berlin. I'm here with Gareth, our head roaster, and we are about to taste for the first time the Yemen Alchemy masterpiece, an insanely complex and high-scoring coffee that will be our masterpiece for October. Today is the last day to sign up. We are roasting on Monday and we are sending out on Tuesday. This is an exclusive coffee for the masterpiece subscribers, and we are so happy to have it. It took weeks and weeks and weeks to produce this coffee. It's from 2,300 meters of elevation. It's insane. The scoring is 90 plus, and this coffee has 3 types of fermentations in one cup. It's aerated fermentation, then we have pressurized carbonic maceration, and then we have blackout fermentation. God knows what that is, but super long drying and resting in parchment, and it gives us this amazing cup, and we are about to taste it for the first time and then set the flavor profile for the bag. And here we go.
So yeah, so just before we get to tasting it, Ralph, I just wanted to say that half the fun of this coffee is actually experiencing the aroma. So after grinding, you have this intoxicating aroma of ripe or super ripe tropical fruits, and something that reminds me of Turkish delight. So for me, it's half the experience of this coffee is just in the aroma. But I think we should get tasting.
Totally. I can smell it here. It's
Yeah.
like insane. Shall we just give it a little? Wow.
Basically, the question is how you structure stuff we need. So I think with the beef structure, the direct level would be
Wow.
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, well, indeed. So, as Ralph alluded to, we had to wait quite a long time for this coffee, but in the first half of the year, we cupped a lot of Yemen coffees, but this coffee really stood head and shoulders above everything else that we did cup. And
Wow.
yeah,
What are the first words that pop into your mind when you're?
well, for me, like when it comes to coffees of this quality, the flavors that generally have a real level of detail and a high level of clarity. And the one flavor that really sticks out for me is mango, particularly dried mango. Other flavors that are coming through, I get the Turkish delight that I mentioned in the aroma, notes of roiboos tea, some cacao nibs, and a very, very sweet and long finish.
For me, this is insane. And it is also tricky to embrace this because, of course, there's a lot of Yemen in the cup. There's processing in the cup. The mango and whatever range of tropical fruits you have is insane. It's like really, really intense. But it has, of course, the boozy flavors that I can only describe as rum, raisin, chocolate, candy, almost like cotton candy on my...
For those of you that live in Berlin, it kind of reminds me of walking into a Turkish bakery in Neukölln. So, it's got some hints of cardamom in there as well. So some of the flavors that you might expect to come from a Yemeni coffee, but it's all like comes together. Super, has great structure. The body has tons of texture, high sweetness, super long finish, keeps changing. The acidity is tight, brings it all together.
What are the herbal notes, this kind of spicy that you described as
Well,
cardamom?
for me, it's like a sweet cardamom, something that you might find in a dessert, like I mentioned, like a Turkish style or a Greek dessert.
It's insane. It's insane. Almost also like black tea elements.
There's definitely like a tea note in there, like in the background. I said roiboos tea, black tea.
So we have quite a bit here that we just listed, but I think like mango is definitely the one
Absolutely.
that stands out, right? Would we say ripe mango or mango?
I think mango.
Mango.
Yeah.
Honest, straightforward, super sweet mango, dried mango, ripe mango, whatever. And then the second should be a spicy or tea note, I would say.
Yeah, for me, I think the cardamom really is a good note to describe this coffee. It really, I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we can't say rum or rum raisin. I think that's quite difficult to put like a real boozy flavor on the bag. So assuming we need to cross a lot of borders, and coffee would probably be stopped in customs. But I'm tempted to say roiboos because it's such an unusual flavor. We never really had it on the bag. But cardamom is great as well. I think.
Yeah.
What are you? Yeah.
Well, roiboos was one of my suggestions, so I'd be happy to have that as a taste descriptor. I think it represents the cup.
Yeah.
It has the floral kind of tea note, but also some of the spices that you might associate with a roiboos tea.
Yeah. And then for the tactile, the third note, it's extremely juicy. It's very surprising. It's lively, but I would say it's also almost exotic as a note. Very, like this coffee is super exotic. That's not really a tactile note. But
No, it's not. I think you can. This is what comes to my mind because the coffee is exotic, extraordinary, and it's unique. It's definitely a coffee that you don't experience very often, and it has its own place in being something that is totally unique.
yeah. Unbelievable. I'm so happy we have this and waited so long to get it.
I know.
So I summarize, we have mango, we have roiboos, and it's an exotic cup. So these are the three notes. And please sign up for this masterpiece subscription. This is something you should purchase.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye.